friends, welcome to TierTyrant, where today we will be ranking the Valorant agents by Dateability. Considering that there aren't that many, we will be doing girls and boys together in one tier list this time. Now don't forget, this is Dateability, not just hotness. By the way, I'm currently a little sick, so apologize if my voice sounds weird, and mic-wise also still in the setup/testing phase, so it will be improving, don't worry. So, as a little reminder at the start, S tier are the elites. Basically, those are the ones you want to date. A are very good options, but they got a few tiny flaws. B, also good options, but less good than A. D are the basics, so they're alright. Not that good, but not horrible either. D are not preferred ones, and F are I would rather die, more or less. Additionally to a normal tier list, we also got the yes for the top of the top, and the no, which is reserved for characters that are either too young or actually she's 5020 years old, and I'm not dealing with that. Luckily in Valorant, the no tier won't be needed, as from what I googled, Neon is apparently the youngest with 19. Little disclaimer before we start, please don't murder me for my choices. If you disagree or agree with something, I'd love to hear about it in the comments though. But let's just cut the intro short and get into it. So, this is the tier list that we will be using in this video. As you can see, we have the tiers as already discussed, and we have the images of all the Valorant agents down below. There aren't any names on the images, but I will be mentioning them, and they should be appearing in the timestamps in the final video. Starting with Astra, there's not too much to say. I mean, she's a solid option, In her voice line, she's really happy, optimistic. I feel like she'd be a good partner. She's also good looking. Maybe a bit too dressed up, As in, you're also gonna have to put in a lot more effort than you normally do when going out with her. But you know what? She's good. I don't think she's deserving of S tier though. I feel like with all her controlling or being able to control the galaxy more or less, she's gonna be busy. She's gonna have some stuff to take care of, maybe not have that much time, cancel a date last minute. But overall, Astra's a good solid option. Reach. He's a convicted criminal. I don't know what more to say about that. And he's got some anger issues here and there. Like, you're just gonna have to make him like a nice meal, like, hey honey, I made you some spaghetti. I cooked them all morning. He just looks at you like, spaghetti? I said I wanted pizza today. Just fucking grabs you with his arm, slams you to the... I feel like... it's D or F. I feel like he can be sweet if he likes you enough. If you never accept him, he can be alright, and he'll defend you against other people. But he's still a convicted criminal, so he's got that. Then, Brimstone. He's solid. Dude, he's not a partner, he's a father. Like, you can just see him in the American dream, like the white picket fence, 3 little children running around in the yard outside. He's just sitting on the porch, coffee in hand, sipping away, reading the newspaper on the side. He's solid. I'd love to put him in S tier, but he's too work orientated. I feel like you'll be at home with the children, you'll be the housewife, house husband, whatever. You'll just be off at work the whole time. You'll be doing overtime and everything, gone for weeks on time. So you know what? I think this is actually gonna put him all the way down to B tier, as much as it hurts me. Then, Chamber. I mean, he's got money. He's got that for going for him. But I feel like he'd be... No, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, to be honest. He'd be like a B, you know? He's got expectations way too high. He's gonna judge everything. Like, if you had a bad grade in school once and you find out about that, you're gonna be judged for the rest of your life. Oh well, guess I'll have to do the taxes. Guess we know you can't calculate or some stuff like that. Or you gain a few pounds or something. I don't think he'd be a good partner. Like, he'd shower you in presents, you know, buy you new necklaces, but I don't think that makes up for it. I think we're putting him, you know, he may move up if I found enough other bad people, but I think, you know, I see. Then Clove. You know, she's fun. I don't think you'll have a serious relationship. It's more of a like a, you know, young adult kind of short-term kind of situation. I feel like she'd be fun, especially for her accent. Like, you'll always have something to laugh about with her. I'd high B, low A, I'd say. More towards high B, just because it wouldn't last that long. Cypher. Well, he's got emotional baggage, let's just say it like that, with his wife and all that. I feel like he'd be more protective because of that, which would be nice. But he'd stalk the shit out of you. Like, your phone, all your home cameras. He'll be watching and tracking constantly. Not like, if you don't care, if you feel safe for it, you know, he's gonna be S or yes tier, I feel like. But you know, I feel like that's gonna get a bit intense over time, like worse and worse, so I think we'll put him in D, high C, so chamber. Next we have Deadlock. I'm gonna be honest, I stopped playing like shortly before she came out, so I don't know that much about her. I'll just be going off the vibe she gives me, and I do know some of her backstory, like her researcher's friend dying, her losing her arms, etc. I feel like she'd be a good partner, you know, like a B tier, bit overprotective, alright. You're not gonna have a pet with her, considering she also hates Gekko's pets, which, you know, they're not really pets, but like, yeah. So you won't be able to get a pet with her. I feel like she'd be a solid partner. A tier. Fade? Yeah, I don't... Like, either you already have trauma going into the relationship, or you're coming out of it with some trauma. Like, you're just gonna get nightmares each night sleeping next to her. You know, she's gonna try, she's gonna scare the shit out of you in accident multiple times a day. She's hot. I'd like to put her higher, but I don't think the relationship is gonna last too long. Next we got the Gekko. I think he's similar to Clove, to be honest. You know, more on the childish side. It's not gonna be too serious. I feel like he'd be a bit better than her. And he's got his little pets. I just said they weren't pets, but like, I guess they are pets. So I'd put them slightly higher. Also not A tier, because it's not gonna last too long. Harbor says, I do not see any flaws with that man. He looks good, he's optimistic, he's nice, he's carefree. Yeah, I would say we could almost put him into the yes. You know, we'll just put him into the yes tier. I think he's a good fucking choice, okay? Next we got ISO. ISO would be a solid choice. B tier, but he's a hacker. He's betrayed quite a few people. They will be coming for his head. Yours too, most likely, to hurt him. And he gives me League player vibes. I've played it before. I can't judge too badly. But I don't... No, we'll put him like low C, not D. Even though you got a higher chance at dying than with those two down here. But you know, he's got some other redeeming qualities, so low C. Jett? You know, Jett's nice. I'll give her A. Like, she's also a bit more on the unserious side, like Gekko and Clove. But you know, I feel like it could last longer. Also carefree. You know, we did this tier. It's still debatable whether on who goes to S. We'll look at it in the end. Then, I mean, that's the robot right? If you want him, I agree, you know. It won't be the most normal relationship, but I feel like you can train him, you know. Like you tell him which movies to watch or what books to read, and he'll be like the protagonist, you know, buying you flowers, all that stuff, taking you on a nice dinners, protecting you, acts of service. But you know, he's still a robot. There won't be any kissing, etc. So he's not going into the yes tier. But I don't think he'll be your first S tier. Killjoy. Killjoy? It's alright. She's nice, optimistic. She also speaks German, which is a plus, but I guess that's more or less just for me a plus. Or maybe some other people. She'll make you toys. Maybe some where you can make your work easier. Some for home. So she's solid. She'll be spending a lot of time on her gadgets. Like she'll be working on them locked up in the garage while you're alone in the house. But you know, you're gonna have money without the downsides of chamber if she makes the right gadgets. So you know what? I'll say Killjoy is low S for now. Neon. You know, Neon's the same as in the others here, like Gekko and Clove. She could go into A2, but as she's still the youngest with 19, I feel like she's also more on a bit on the unserious side. I'm not sure Neon, to be honest. Like she can go, like I wouldn't put her like C or lower, but like here, S to B is like free territory for her. I think I'll put her with Gekko. They got a similar vibe, you know. Then we have Omen. Is he half a demon looks-wise? Yes. Is he not really human anymore? Yes. Is he still kinda hot? Also yes, you know. He knits, you know. He likes cats. You know, there's not much to complain about. Like in the winter, he'll make you a little scarf. He'll always teleport to you when you're in trouble. He's got some emotional baggage, right? Like the whole whatever experiment happened to him. So we can't put him all the way up here. But you know what? I think I'll give him like A tier 2. Maybe slightly below Astra. But you know, still high, but I said A tier is really debatable with like S tier. Phoenix is a yes. We don't even need to talk about it. Like he's still a bit more like childish, but not in a childish way, as in like it'll be a short relationship. It is like a humorful way. He'll make you laugh, he'll also buy you flowers. It's gonna last long, you know. He seems like Harbor, like the perfect person to be dating. I don't know if there's anything on him you can really criticize. Maybe he's a bit too hot-headed, like some arguments here and there. But you do need them for a healthy relationship, so he'll be going into the S tier. Next on the list, we have Raze. Raze, you know, they're all quite similar, you know. She's also cheerful. She's hot-headed like Phoenix, I'd say. I feel like you're also being danger with her, not like ISO, where he's got like people coming for his head, but as in danger, she'll blow up your leg on accident, be like, look honey here, rocket launch herself, and you'll just get hit in the crossfire. Like you'll lose a limb, which puts her into C, but like I'll give her a high C. because I feel like she'd still be a really good partner. Like, without the blowing up thing, she'd probably go into a lower A tier. Reyna? Reyna can go here and here. It matters if you can handle her. I feel like she'd be fucking intense, alright? Like, She will murder you if you do or say something wrong she disagree with, but she'll also murder people for you. Like, you will be one of the safest people on the whole planet. You know, like, I'm gonna say you're in a good relationship with her. Like, you've been dating for some time, you're secure with her. So I'll put you into low B, low chance she'll murder you. But also not yes, because you haven't been married for like 10 years, so it's like guaranteed, you know. But also not low, like D, like Reach, for example, because I feel like she'll grow more attached to you than you will. Next, we have Sage. I don't know what else to tell you. She's motherly, she cares for you, she heals you, she worries about you. There is no flaw in her. Like, I guess she kind of is like a doctor, so she may be stressed here and there. But it's gonna be like, she'll be sitting there stressed, you come up behind her, give her a little rub on the shoulder, like, you know, it's alright, honey. Here's some tea or something, and she just instantly cheered up. Yeah, you can't go wrong with her. She's at the top of the yes tier. Next, Skye. Are you an outdoor person? Do you like going on hikes, doing outdoor activities? Or do you sit in your room the whole day playing video games? Because that will determine it all. I'm a bit biased, I feel like, because I've played her quite a bit, so I do like her quite a lot. But I play video games. I feel like, she's the kind of person where it's like, oh, your eyes are so bad, you sit in front of the TV the whole day, that kind of stuff. So, it's gonna get her down a bit. I feel like you're gonna get forced to go on nature walks with her. But she'd also be a really good partner like Sage, like taking care of you. I think we can put her on low S even. I think that's fine too. Next, we have Sova. I mean, he's like a Brimstone situation. Like, he'll be an amazing partner, like father, taking care of the kids, teaching them stuff. But he's also gonna be more of like, out hunting, on a mission. I feel like he's also one of the people that takes his work seriously. But I feel like he takes it less seriously than Brimstone. So I'll put him into A. I gotta put him into A. I would have said I put him low S, but I also put like Omen and Astra into a high A. So he's also a high A just for the being missing. Who knows, maybe like his cybernetic eye falls out in front of the child one day and scares it for life, like traumatizes it, so we'll just justify it like that. By personal. You will be experimented on, you'll be accidentally poisoned, like she's come home in her suit, still some residue left on it, and you just die in front of her. I don't think she'd care, she wouldn't even blink at your corpse. Maybe there's some dateability in here, maybe some people are disagreeing with me on that. Hotness is important on this list, but hotness cannot fix that, It cannot fix your chance at dying and being like emotionally manipulated by her. Next, we got Vyse. I have to admit, I know nothing about Vyse yet. I don't even know if she's fully released yet, if I'm being honest. Like, I know she's got her abilities and everything already, but I don't know if she's like playable for everyone. She's a robot. She's like an assassin type from what I remember. So I feel like she's in a similar situation as Iso, where there's probably some people hunting her, coming for her. But there's not, like, I personally do not know that much about her, and I haven't really found that much on her. So I think I'll put her in D together with Breach and Fade. She's not really like low D, she's just in here in general with them. And the last person we had Yoru. You know, he's a tsundere. Like, he'll be swearing at you, complaining at you, insulting you, but like with love. You know, he'll like can't do nothing right. Look at you with like a lovesick grin, you know, help you do the thing while complaining how useless you are. So, you know, that's cute, so it's alright. Not the nicest, but it's okay. We take it more seriously. I feel like the hardest challenge with him would be even getting into the relationship. Like, the way you have to most likely ask him out yourself, or yeah, you'll have to ask him out yourself. I don't think he's ever asking you out. And just the starting phase, I think if you survive the starting phase, he'd be really good, like around Jett level, I would say. But you'll have to get past the initial phase. If you get past it, you're smooth sailing. And you know, I think this concludes it. Of course, you could asset, make changes, like maybe move someone like Reyna, possibly a bit more down. Because, you know, high chance of dying. You could also argue that you would put maybe Omen into ES tier. You'll help him get past the emotional thing, but you know, that's far into a relationship. We're talking about like a bit in it, not too short, not too long. Like other people, for example, I know that some people like if the partner's away for longer times, you know, so you both still have their own lives. So some may put Sova or Breach all the way in S tier, that's just preference then. But you can let me know down below which way you think you would have changed the list. I'd be very happy to hear it, as I'm really unsure on some of these people, so I want to know if like my gut feeling was right or wrong, I guess. But you know, altogether, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll be linking this tier list in the description down below, like the one that I use, so you can do it yourself. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye!